The Sound of Freedom has been almost entirely ignored by the mainstream press. We talked with Jim Caviezel and Tim Ballard, who are involved in the making of the movie. The Sound of Freedom has blown it out at the box office. David Suissa, writing in the Jewish Journal of Los Angeles, points out that this movie grossed around $11 million on its July 4th opening. Its per-screen average was twice that of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, about $4,600 in 2,600 theaters compared to $2,600 in 4,600 theaters for Indiana Jones. The movie's been blacked out of any coverage from mainstream outlets because, of course, Jim Caviezel is an overt Christian. And the media apparently don't care all that much about child trafficking. So there are lots of important messages the media are perfectly willing to resonate to, including, of course, gay storylines for children. But when it comes to actually fighting sex trafficking of children by making a mainstream movie about it, the media have completely blacked out Sound of Freedom. Sound of Freedom doesn't matter. It's been doing amazing at the box office thanks to people like you. And if you haven't seen the film yet, you totally should. It is worth the watch.
You said innocent children, tens of thousands trafficked in the United States. Organs, as you said, being harvested. And here's the reaction to the film about a real-life individual, Tim Ballard, who rescues these children. Here's the takeaway from The Guardian. Sound of Freedom, the QAnon-adjacent thriller seducing America. They go on to call it a paranoid new movie. What is your reaction when you hear a headline like that?
Well, I'm just so grateful that the people are showing up in theaters.
Yes.
I mean, we have a goal of 2 million people in theaters for 2 million children that will be trafficked this year, and we're very close to get to that goal. And this is amazing, and this is important because if we succeed in theaters, then the media is going to talk about this problem. Millions of people will know about this because there's a lot of people that don't know that this is real. They think that this is too far from them. It's happening next door, behind your house. And the more people, if more people know about this problem, so there's no excuse anymore to say, "Oh, I didn't know." Well, now you know. What are you going to do? I'm focusing on that. Right now, there is a lot of, distractions out there. They're being, they're trying to take this movie away from theaters. I made this film 5 years ago. For 3 years, everyone passed. Netflix, Amazon. Everybody said, "This is not for us. This is not for us. This is not for us." Until finally, I was praying for an angel to come and rescue this film, and Angel Studios came. And because of them now, millions of people are watching this film. As you said, at the end of the when they leave the theater, they're crying, they're touched, they want to become ambassadors of freedom. And my goal as a filmmaker is that when people see the movie, they will ask the same question that I asked myself 8 years ago. What can I do? Because now that you know it, if you do nothing, then that's sad. Then you're part of the problem. And I want everyone to be part of the solution. I did this exercise when I met Tim Ballard. I closed my eyes and I said, what if this is my son? What if this is my daughter? What would I do? I will stop everything that I'm doing, and I will hope that the entire world will stop everything they're doing so they can help me to find my child. That's my motivation. That's why I wake up every day in the morning to fight to end child trafficking. I made a promise to God that I would dedicate my entire life to end child.
So, don't know if any one of you have already been to see The Sound of Freedom, but my friends and I just walked out. Hi. And we are curious what your experiences were in the movie theater because we pre-ordered our tickets, paid for them, they were claimed, got the link sent, and this is an AMC theater in Pineville, North Carolina. Some point today, the tickets got refunded to my friend and we couldn't figure out why. So we come anyways to the theater after dinner and they're like, "Oh, well, we refunded all the tickets because there's no air conditioning in our theaters." Okay, whatever, we don't care. Are you still showing it? Yeah, you can still watch it. So we get to thinking, why did they not send out a notice in the email saying, "Hey, we refunded your tickets because there's no air conditioning," and we just are curious why didn't they let us know? There was no one in that theater. There was us 4 and 4 other people, 8 people in the theater on a Friday night. There was air conditioning in the lobby. There was air conditioning in the hallways. There was air conditioning in the bathrooms, not the theaters. They don't have the bartender or anything in the theater. I smell something stinky, and I think it's shit.